you know when days are going to be, you'll say, hey, this is blank day. It's going to be busy. Like, do you have a good enough feel by now, don't you?
Oh yeah, yep. And it it's a good and a bad thing with you know us being able to do the lunches at Scut during the school year.
Mm.
But it's kind of tough because people lose track. They think you're not open on Fridays for lunch, so it takes a little while for them. So Fridays, it's back up there for probably the month of July,
Yeah, because what was
and
yesterday?
then
Thursday. Thursday
but
are
Thursday.
Thursdays historically busy days.
Thursday's a good day. Yep, they all, you survive Monday, Tuesday. You pay bills on Wednesday and Thursday, and then you make money on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's kind of how we view it and try to get it accomplished.
This might be too much behind the scenes of your mathematics brain, but do you have a good handle on juice being worth the squeeze of like takeout and like closing versus people sitting in the establishment?
As far as like what's on the
The most
profitability
cost
side,
effect, yeah, most cost effective.
it your food costs are your food costs. The benefit of people sitting down and eating is you get some booze in them, and that's
Yeah.
good margins on the booze. So we try to make sure if anybody's thirsty that we have a ice cold refreshment for them.
Hey, how about a drink? Can I offer you something?
Providing
Yeah,
public service. We love it.
yeah.
Hey,
We
I was
got
I,
some.
I
We
was
got
I was explaining to Ravi how at one point when you were explaining the idea of however the penny keno worked, and I was totally clueless, and I was like, "Well, Matt, you just do it." And I didn't know whether to blame you or Severe, but how did, I joked with you yesterday. How does a guy go 0 for 300? Like, is that pretty standard?
yeah. Unfortunately, when you're playing penny keno, it is. You gotta have one game to get 10% of the number. Not even that. You gotta get 8 numbers out of a random draw of 20. Your odds your odds aren't very good.
You said $3. I thought you were joking. I was like,
No,
shoot, I don't know why you don't do this all the
those
time.
are those are fun to just sit and play. You just throw one out there, and if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it hits, I mean, you'd have been doing cartwheels. It's $1,000. You wouldn't have known what to do with yourself.
All right, did you think I was joking when I told you I didn't understand a word you were saying? Just do it.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
why you just hammer one number.
I was totally clueless, and surprisingly, Severe knew what he was doing.
Well, Chris plays,
Oh
so
yeah, that's probably
he's
where he got it. Yeah.
yeah, he's an information guy. So he's asking her, hey, why you playing this? And then she's got to walk him through it, and then he's like, oh yeah, I'll play that.
Does he normally? Were you expecting that? Does he normally stop swing in?
No, we see him. They get to go, but we don't see him come in much. I'm pretty sure he probably saw my car and your car. He's like, well, let's go see what's going on in
I
there.
don't know if he knows what I drive. I don't really like him like that. No, I'm just serious.
The code Jet MCs.
Ah, yeah, good pull. Hey, I have some offensive line questions, Matt.
Okay.
We go through this every year about depth and rotation and when not to rotate and should you rotate. The more options you have, do you think there's more pressure to play guys that you normally wouldn't use in a rotation because they are all capable? Like, are you introducing more dilemmas with more capable bodies?
No, I know the thought.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case because I think it's almost the spoils of luxury. Like if you have a bunch of viable tools you can plug in and play, it gets rest. It gets guys can kind of. It's nice sometimes to come out and just reset and be like, hey, what happened there? Like
Mm.
why was I not that great? Or why am I standing on the sidelines? Bob Knight said it best. The bench is a great motivator, and he went through the whole wiring of the brain. You know, ass hits chair, chair sends message to brain. I don't want to be here. Get me back in the game.
But
So
conversely
I
though, go ahead.
no,
I was going to say, but conversely though, if I have guys that I know have, 15, 18, 20, 25 starts under their belt and they're They just didn't win the job. Is there a certain amount of itch that you have that guys can make you uncomfortable knowing they're not in the game?
No, not as long as you communicate it. If you're nobody anytime ever is going to get upset if you say, this is why you are not here. This is why you are not doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's just an honest answer. It's like, this is the reason. You may not like the reason, but this is the reason, which me as the leader of the group is telling you, hey, this is what's up. And if you want to change it, here's how you can change it. And so when you can go through those steps and you can do those things, then I think it helps a lot. And if you're a competitor, you take that information and you just harness and you get to work and you get yourself back in the game. And there's more of a sense of pride once you are back there. Like, they told me I sucked at this, but I fixed that, and now I'm back in the game. So that's the psychological side of it that I like. You're a pressure guy, right? It busts pipes or makes diamonds. Well, there's some pressure for you. You're not going to play until you can do these things, or you're going to play a limited amount until we feel you're better at this. I think that works for every position, though.
Yeah. I'm listening.
As a coach, I mean, I assume as a player, if you're a competitor, you'd basically never want to come out of a game. But if you're a coach and you've got capable bodies, what's the kind of ideal percentage of reps you want starters versus some of your backups to play? Like, how much do you actually want to rotate on the offensive line? Because I know defensive line, you see it a lot more. But like, what would your ideal percentage of reps be?
I don't think it boils down to any kind of percentage. I think your best way to handle it, or a great way to handle it, was how, Milt and Dan did it. Like, it happened to me at Texas Tech. It's like the third or fourth series of the game, and they're like, you're in. And I was like, whoa, fellas, this game is not 21 to 28 to nothing right now. Like, we are still kind of in one here.
Was this in Lubbock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been drinking? Have you been drinking? Have you been drinking today? What are we doing? But dish and just the excitement when you're standing there, having to dish. But then hey, and they'll tell you like this. Well, if you do well, they'll tell you. They're like, all right, here's the rotation. Dish, you're going to go in every third series at right tackle, and that's your series. So that's what you're getting. The last 3 plays, that's what you got. If it lasts 8 plays, that's what you got. If you punt, that's it. You score a touchdown, that's it. And so now it's different, right? You're mentally in it. You're focused. You're doing all the things you should. You're probably paying more attention than you were. But that's how I like to do it, instead of saying my backup guard needs to get 32.6% of the snaps. Like, these are your series. Go make the best of your series. And I think that helps the player too.
And you would say, and I think objectively, offensive line is the easiest place to see continuity too, right? So, first of all, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're
easily,
yeah, right. So if you're gauging continuity, it sways you one way or the other about substitutions to begin with. Like, if you like the way things are moving, because you can see the continuity, you're probably less apt to want to change it up, aren't you? Or am I misreading that?
Well, just as the player goes, though, when you're at practice and you can, you're on your rotations in practice, okay? That's probably a better place to get a percentage of plays in. But when you can plug in, and we'll use Fat Taylor. If you're running ones and you plug Fat Taylor in,
the Outland Trophy winner.
Yep. And nothing changes.
Okay.
Right? Uncle Fester went into the game or into the practice and nothing changed. Now you as a coach, you're like, man, I got options now. Like, I can send messages to players. I can get things done. There's no drop off. Like, that, we are cooking here. So now as a coach, you're like, man, I've done this. Like, I've built depth, and not just a body I can throw in there, but a body where nothing is going to change. Like, I can do that. And then when you do it with Johnny Zaska, and you do it with Haas, and you get all those guys, and nothing changes. The sky is the limit, because not only do you have great harmony with your first set, but now I can put in a different instrument and the melody doesn't change.
And they may have another full 5 too. Does that impact?
Correct. Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, you know, it's that season for us where we all get hyped up and we all get you know, drinking the Kool-Aid. We've got to see some of the second 5 in games. You've been there, you've seen it. There's a lot of guys that are great in practice. And then those lights come on and 85,000 people are screaming for you to do great. And they kind of shit in their mess kit to steal one from Milt. But, you know, you got to.
Oh, that's a great pull.
There's a lot that has to go into that. So hopefully you get into the game and you see just a subtle substitution, just one guy. And the cool part about the substitutions, when your top line guys are good, you sub a guy in, and he is in the safest place in the world. You know, so if you sub a guard in, he's in between Teddy and Evans Jenkins, or just Evans now. But he's in between 2 like long-standing guys, safe as a kitten, right? If you panic a little bit, they're gonna be like, "Hey, calm down. This is what we're doing," you know. And you just kind of go, and that's how you get your live reps in a safe, violent environment. But then you can see if the kid can play. Like the practice stuff is awesome. It's great practice going good, and they feel that they have too deep at everything. But it's a different world when the lights come on.
Hey, you'll get a kick.
And you have another guy on the other team that's trying to get a raise, so he's gonna want to make you look like an idiot so he can get his NIL money up.
Hey, you'll get a kick out of this. I was today years old Saturday talking to Mackay. You know I'm huge Mackay Nelson guy to begin with. You know who his first cousin is, and it'll all make sense to you. His first cousin is Justin Evans, and I was like,
really?
Shocker, 2 similar temperamented guys. Like, you guys are cut. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool because Mackay's roots are in Jersey. What
number is he?
The one you like, 35.
Yeah, no, I'm 45.
No, I still think you saw. I don't even know who that is.
Well, no, yeah, I'm 45 that day. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, like their first. I swear, So I wasn't there when you were there, but you told me about the dude. I'm telling you, it was Nelson. I don't even know who was wearing 45, boss. To be honest,
I know what I saw.
I hate when you answer me like that because you're not open to thinking anything different. Yeah, it is. I was like surprised, but not surprised. I mean, there
it is. When you get, I do. People will kind of poo-poo it, but that family atmosphere to it, there's something to that. Right?
I agree.
Like we had the Zadiskas, and then you got the legacies of the Uyghurs and all those guys. Like that's cool. And you know, if it's cousins, if it's brothers, if it's whatever. Like, because we got a set of brothers, and now you're starting to get legacy guys in there. That's cool, and that means that the originator's experience there was good enough to tell family, yes, send him there. Go do that again because you're gonna have the time of your life. So that's cool. I like that. I like those stories.
Yeah, similar personalities too. I was like, fuck, it works. I mean, 2 guys I would probably take with me if I had to go. You know, I'm for sure picking Justin Evans if I got to go somewhere and I'm a little iffy, like, you know, to pick up ground beef out of a freezer. I may take that guy with me.
That's fair.
Thank you.
I mean, I've been on him from day one.
Oh, like I know.
He's had the best speed up there for 4 years now.
And now you get to see him at the position.
Give him a run.
You get to see him play the position you always wanted him to play too.
I know. And then, you know, if you look at what they're setting up, you got Sledge and Waiting, just learning and lifting, and should be a smooth transition. So it's what they're building is not appeasing to the common eye. But if you look at the way that the depth is starting to show now, that's a big deal. Like, that's because the odds of everybody making it through the entire season without getting hurt, not very high.
Yep.
So to have viable options behind everybody where you don't have to move a position player, I think that's huge.